We're going to talk about writing equations from a word problem, 1 and 2 step. There's 3 steps to writing 1 or 2 step equations. So the first one is you want to describe the situation. Use only the most important words. So especially if there's a long word problem, you're going to break that down to only the important words. Then you're going to define your variable. So if you're going to let A be the amount of apples or X be the number of desks. And then in the equation, you're going to translate your verbal model into an algebraic equation. This is just a little kind of cheat sheet chart kind of thing that just tells you some key words and what they mean. So more than tells you to add. Of tells you to multiply. Divided by obviously tells you to divide. Is equals. So you can just kind of use this as something that could help you. So before we get into 2-step equations, I'm going to show you an example of a 1-step equation. If we have 4 more than a number is 7, okay, that's already broken down into our simple words. So if we look at this, we have a number, so we're going to let n equal a number. Then we're going to write our equation. When you have more than or less than, that tells you to put it after whatever's after it. So we're going to put a number. More than tells us to add, so we're going to add plus 4 equals 7. So remember, the more than tells us to put it at the end. That would be a 1-step. Now we're going to look at a 2-step equation. We have 8 less than 3 times a number is negative 23. So our simple words on this one, it's already written pretty simple. 8 less than 3 times the number is negative 23. Then we look at our variable. Let n represent the number. Okay. And our equation would be 3n minus 8 equals negative 23. So if we look at that, the less than, remember that tells us to put it at the end. And then, so we're going to look at the 3 times the number first. That's where they got the 3n. And the 8 less than that, less than means subtraction, and the than puts it at the end. So minus 8 equals negative 23. Same kind of thing on this one. 13 is more than 1/5 of a number. So our words, it's already in simple words. So 13 is more than 1/5 of a number. We're going to let n represent the number. And then our equation is 13 is tells us equals 7 more than, that's plus, if it tells us to put it at the end because the more than, 1/5 of a number, the of tells us to multiply. So we have 13 is 1/5 of a number, that's multiply, so 1/5 times n. 7 more than that tells us to put the 7 at the end. Okay, on this one, we're going to look at its actual word problem. So you buy 3 books that each cost the same amount in a magazine, all for $55.99. You know the magazine costs $1.99. They want to know how much each book costs. So we're going to break that down into just the most important words, which are the 3 books in a magazine that you bought, and the total is $55.99. We want to know what each book costs, so B is going to represent the cost of 1 book. And our equation will be 3b, because that's the 3 times the books, however many books we bought, and then, or the cost of each book. And then $1.99, that's our magazine, and total, we spent $55.99. So just remember that these are the 3 steps to help you write an equation. You simplify the words, then you represent the variable, whatever we said B is going to represent the cost of 1 book, and then you write your equation.